it was important to talk about this particular subject because I feel like it's something that even on the ground, some of us mental health advocates, we do value, right, healing, doing the work. A lot of what we've presented in our coffee chats is, from boundaries to anxiety to unconditional love. Like we really talked about all kinds of things. But one thing that I feel like would be a great way to, I guess, start the year with, because I'm thinking people are going to be watching this in 2024, is this idea of, this idea of self-awareness and awareness. And what's going to be really excited to hear from you today is I think there's just so many parts of that. And I think, so anybody in their journey, they might be already healing and this will apply. And then there's some people who haven't even started the journey, and why is that important? And this all came from this idea of, I'm doing the work, Liz, okay? I've gone to therapy, I'm healing, I'm using my toolbox. But the reality is like, there are times where I'm like, this is overwhelming. This is hard. I don't want to grab the toolbox. Like, it can get challenging. And so the question is like, this idea of self-awareness, it's clearly not a fix all, or it's not like once you have it, it's like the job is done, right? So just really wanted to hear from you, like your perspective on what it is, how to approach it, how to manage it, all of that fun stuff. So that's the jumping off point.
Well, first of all, let me give you flowers for doing the work, Jackie.
Flowers. She's always giving me flowers, dude.
Because you know what? I do it because healing is not easy.
Yeah.
I myself am a therapist, but I'm also been on my healing journey. And it gets, like you said, sometimes you don't want to pick up that toolbox. You're like, what the heck? I don't want to use it. Let me resort back to my
throw a blanket over it. I'm just kidding.
No, really.
I mean,
And I think that that's part of the healing process, is that you are just being so honest with yourself. That that's what I think it is. That's part of the healing. Like, I'm not doing okay. I don't want to pick up that tool. I am going to, but sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes I want to maybe resort back to my old ways. Because it is like we being naive or not being self-aware, there are some perks to it.
I'm like, there is,
Yeah, that's why I want to give you the flowers before we even dive into this, because there's some people, that's why some people don't want to go to therapy.
I have heard interesting stories from my therapist where they're like, wow, sometimes we get clients who are, they don't open up as much, or there's just a barrier. So, and so, yeah, I think hopefully this conversation will help some of those people too.
Yeah.
So thank you for the flowers. I will, that's another thing I'm learning is I'm going to say thank you. Because some of us are like, oh, we don't deserve, but like I say thank you, and I thank you. I'm giving you a rose back for supporting.
Let's knuckle pump.
Yeah.
Thank you.